discussion. We got Seer, we got Gravekeeper, we got Forward, we got Mechanic, and we have that Mercenary ban. We've seen that before, different philosophies. Do you ban Mercenary? Do you ban Seer? And right now, KKZ decides to go after Mercenary. Do you want to call the group out, Grizzly?
No, go ahead, please.
This is going to be group number 2. This is actually a choke point. If you're a survivor, do you see where IDTY is? That's the only time you ever spawn over there. So if you spawn over there, you should always be able to let your team know that the hunter is spawning to the left of factory.
And good job from KKC, just leeching him in between. Now we have the Seer in between 2 of the leeches, and therefore there comes the pretty good hit. Not really giving the Seer any chances to get away right there. Fantastic job putting pressure on the Cypher machines here as well. The Cypher machine in the middle where the Ford was just decoding. That is a great start for KKC, but also have to keep in mind that the main goal of KKC right now is to actually find, or maybe go for the Seer, but also to find the Mechanic
window.
Ooh, yeah, there comes the same strategy that we saw before. Great Owl.
Great Owl from IDTY. And IDTY is doing the right thing. IDTY is leaving the factory knowing that most likely there would be a trap set up with those 2 followers. Beautiful blink. They're going to get the hit. Gets the hit with 5 Cyphers remaining.
Really good job from KKC bringing down the Seer as first survivor. But again, we have the Mechanic on the field. Mechanic can do a lot of damage. That will most likely happen. Ooh, nice. Main body right behind the Gravekeeper. Oh, nice blink. Was able to hit the underground Gravekeeper. Ooh, was trying to Terror Shock, was trying to hit. Great rescue, fantastic job.
Yeah, beautiful job from the Gravekeeper there, understanding most likely what the Dream Witch was going to do. And Dream Witch was expecting that Terror Shock with an immediate rescue. Excellent discipline from the Gravekeeper. I'm laughing because I barely was able to say that word.
But you also have to say KKC is really locating his leeches in so good locations and key locations where you can just hit the Seer again after you get rescued. Fantastic job. And there we go. Finally found the Mechanic, the survivor that can decode the most. So great job just scaring her off the Cypher machine. Look at that. Look at these leeches just going from Cypher.
They're doing a great job. Grizzly, it's hard to hear you a little bit. Are you far away from your mic?
Is that better right now?
That is a little bit better, yes.
Alright, just give me 20 seconds, I will give it to you, I will be right back.
Okay. So what we see right here, remember ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna do a play-by-play. You guys can watch the footage right now. One of the things that I want to tell you all about is with Dream Witch, this is why some Dream Witches prefer going after banning rather a Mercenary, right? Because it's pretty much like I'll deal with the Owl knowing that the team formats are usually slow decoding. So you ban a Mercenary so you don't have to deal with it. And once Seer uses the Owl, it's pretty easy to kind of catch up to any sort of Seer user. Because after that, they're not gaining constant Owls as you're constantly shifting. And beautiful move from the Gravekeeper there. Again, I think Tide Turner is out. And this puts KKZ in a very good position now. And we're going to see the Seer now being put on the rocket chair. And yeah, so that's really that philosophical difference between whether you ban that Mercenary or that Seer first on specifically this map. It can change from map to map, but I did want to explain it so everybody can leave this sort of thing having some sort of educational piece as to what you should do if you play Dream Witch.
Great shot from KKC, getting the Seer out of the game quite early in the game. Again, we all know that the Dream Witch is an extremely powerful character when it comes to late game. But look at that, Seer already out of the match, putting pressure on the rest of the team right now. That is a fantastic job, and I want to ask you, what about my voice quality right now? Is it better?
You have a beautiful voice. Your voice, it is better, yeah. Actually, nothing was wrong. I just wanted you to leave for a little bit so I could talk.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It sounds remarkable, Gaming Grizzly.
Good job from the mechanic.
If there's anything that we should be remembered for is our ability to A, overtalk each other just like I did, and B, our love and friendship where we just roast each other for 6 days. And I'm going to miss these moments, my friend. I'm going to look back at these moments as an old man and smile. And thank you for being part of that process.
So you're looking at these moments like tomorrow?
Oh, I see. The one that was talking about. Okay. All right. I never. Last tournament.
Good rescue right here from the forward.
That was actually a really beautiful rescue.
Nice blink. Oh, mechanic. This flower really going through with avoiding 2 of these hits. Fantastic job, but taking the hit right here. Most likely locating into a corner.
Going into a corner, but now they're going to have to try to lead this forward. You know, it's going to be interesting.
Look at the sniper machine.
Oh, wow. All right, let's focus on that.
It's bright.
They're doing a good job.
There comes the hit. Mechanic got up. We now have detention time. Dream Witch. Good job.
And we saw this time. KKZ was able to come back from a late game, and we see that leech now, and we see some movement. They're gonna move that follower to that exit gate, so now you got to teleport. So the first teleport is on the gate. This one's gonna go towards Liz Flower, put them on, and they're really gonna force these survivors to have to go towards the gate. This one right here. So that's the strategy that he's most likely employing. So what you do is you teleport to the other gate, you make them run away from that, you put somebody else at the rocket chair in the other gate and force them to go towards where some of your spawns are at. Good pallet throw from the forward. Grizzly is so quiet right now. He's just marveled.
No, there's so much going on right there. Look at this.
It's okay. No, it's okay. I can. Oh, wow. Beautiful stun from the forward. They get one person down. The Gravekeeper is trying to make their move, but again, they have. This is why some people like to use the teleport trick. Beautiful job though from that Gravekeeper. We see that the leech is going on, and we got to see exactly where the forward is. The forward, where's the forward? Forward is now rotating towards no man's land. Mechanic is down, and really what they're doing is trying to buy out time away from the detention. This is a very difficult, I'm not going to lie, Grizzly, if I can keep talking, I'm just going to keep talking right now. The thing is that I saw a lot of players trying to give, criticisms and advice to other players going against Dream Witches on this match. You can play everything perfect and still pretty much lose to a Dream Witch, which separates Dream Witch from all the other hunters. A lot of the other hunters have to capitalize on mistakes, but Dream Witch is just an entirely different beast. It's very, very difficult. Some of the top survivors will only have success rates of about 10%. And that's what we're seeing. And good job from LJS buying enough time for detention to run out. Gravekeeper is down. They're going to pick Gravekeeper up, but we got to be careful because forward, you may allow forward to escape. So it's going to be interesting to see how KKZ is going to be able to prevent that, but it'll buy another 60 seconds. A 3-person elimination is still really good for round 1. What are your eyes telling you, Grizzly?
My eyes are telling me that KKZ does currently not know where the forward is. Trying to teleport to the gate and hoping that the forward would be there. We can see the doll is hiding right there. Main body teleporting over to that gate. Let's see if KKC made the right decision right there. Still protecting the Gravekeeper.
Sorry. Yeah, no, that was a good job. They noticed that Tinnitus was activated because of the doll, and that actually forced the hunter to have to teleport because they weren't sure if the forward was decoded. The exit gate, and so that's the reason why they teleported, to make sure that that wasn't out. And really this is going to be an interesting point from the forward. Is the forward going to have the ability to escape? And it looks like he may, because now KKZ is going to the wrong corner, and that's difficult to try to find the survivor. But now we see the sort of relocation towards the dungeon. This is going to be an interesting last point. Remember, a 4-person elimination is a very important thing.
And there he is. We can see Ford is coming through. Can absorb one hit and therefore is able to escape. That means we have LBM coming through with one survivor through the dungeon, giving LBM 1 point for that match. And on the other side, we have before you, KKC, as soon as we are on Sacred Heart.
I literally told you how you could do it before the stream, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not doing it how you're doing it.
I'm not doing it that way. I memorized them. I told you.
Oh, yeah,
that.
of course. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so this is No Man's Land. This is group number 6. It's the only time a hunter will ever spawn here. Take it away, Grizzly.
And what we can see right here is that, oh, it seems like Union already, I will refer to the hunter as Dreamage from now on, already found the forward, but is not going for the forward, really wants to find the mechanic first, as always. And there's the doll, that might actually help giving away the location of the mechanic. But also found the seer, and is shifting priorities to the seer at this point. Sees the doll over there in the corner. And that's gonna give away the location of the mechanic if she is able, she as in the Dream Witch, is able to hit the doll. But, oh, there we see it, already found the location of the mechanic at this point and now is shifting over there.
Here we are, let's see.
There
See that my leg? Yep. Excellent job from the Dream Witch. Good discipline from my leg. This is a difficult spot to be in. Let's see. We got the controller now. He throws the pallet down, but there's nothing else in this side of the map, so expect a hit. And now Mechanic is going to have to relocate in factory, knowing that Mechanic is dealing with a patroller rather than Blink, and really is just going to have to keep doing the best that they can to move. I don't think the Mechanic has been leeched, right?
Not yet, not yet. There comes the patroller, really concentrating on giving the mechanic hits right here. Putting the patroller from
get
the
this main
body. Fantastic job from the hunter, from the Dream Witch, just really utilizing these patrollers to get down the mechanic early in the game, and is now leeching the mechanic before she gets on the chair. Great job, still 5 Cypher Machines up, but we have to keep in mind that the mechanic's stall is still on the team, which puts another character on this map that can do a lot of decoding.
We see that Seer has wanted order. Holblum's using Gravekeeper. They're gonna have to try to set up for this rescue. That's a good hit right there because Gravekeeper is gonna get hit before the rescue.
There we go, good job, really nice rescue, but Gravekeeper, oh no, Gravekeeper taking the hit. That might either be a double down, or that might be the chance for the mechanic to actually get distance between himself and the hunter.
Yeah, but the thing is that they were able to leech the Gravekeeper and then use that leech in order to catch up to the mechanic. So the mechanic really needs to keep running here and try to get away. Oh, the other follower got in the way, actually.
Good job, just putting down a leech right there, right in front of that Cypher Machine. It's almost decoded. Only one more tap and it should pop. But putting a leech right there, really putting pressure on the Survivor team. We now have the Gravekeeper on the balloons, and most likely in a few seconds on the rocket ship.
Right, this gives them a little bit of life here now that the mechanic was able to get away. But the problem is that you have the wanted order, which that's that orange mark on the side there on mechanic my leg. And so now Dream Witch is going to know exactly where the mechanic is. That's really unfortunate because that's a 25% probability. And hey, that's why you carry it.
Is it really 25 or is it 33?
There's four survivors. So you have a 1 in 4 chance.
I might be confused. When is it activated?
I see what you mean. I see what you mean. That's right. Yeah, 33%. Oh my God, Grizzly, I'm so proud of you. That was awesome. Really, good job, Grizzly.
You were so confident. I was so confused. I was like, should I really ask that question?
Job. Yeah. Day 6, baby.
No, they really want to get rid of the leech, but there's one leech right behind them. No. It wasn't.
Good job from Polblum's carrying that window. This Dream Witch is doing a good job. They're at 2 ciphers. Polblum's needs to try. So what you're seeing Polblum's do is really trying to get them away from these ciphers, but that's going to be difficult. And remember, that mid cipher was almost done. So they're trying to remove leeches from each other, but they're not being able to get it down. They got to be careful if Abnormal is selected. And yep, good job from Schmitty using that owl. They got to pop this machine. This is the most important part. They're at 2 ciphers. They're able to pop it. They're at 1 cipher here. Really being able... You got to remember, these survivors have the ability to go against the top Dream Witch every single day in practice. And that's a luxury when you have one of the best Dream Witches, is the ability to practice against them. This Dream Witch is doing a good job. This is a very good Dream Witch player. I'm very impressed with their gameplay. And we're going to see... Remember, we already know you can't underestimate a Dream Witch at this point.
That's true, that's true. But what we can also see is before you're doing a fantastic job just, you know, separating the cipher machines. So we can see that there are 2 cipher machines quite close to each other. But my leg, basically on the other side of the map right now, decoding the cipher machine that the Dream Witch can't really... There we go, it's at 63%, that the Dream Witch can't really protect at this point. Oh, we also have the Gravekeeper. We're putting a lot of decoding into that machine right here.
But you see that separation. They understand that within this cipher layout, you have to separate that corner. So the corner that my leg's at, you don't ever want to decode that right away early game in some cases, because then you just allow the ciphers to cluster. So they're doing a good job at separating the cipher machines on this match. And that's going to make it very difficult for this Dream Witch to keep going across this entire match. And these are some strategies that are practiced against these top Dream Witch players, is the ability. And remember, the cipher machines, this is random probability in regards to where these ciphers actually pop.
Is she waiting? Yeah, oh, good job.
They popped it. All 4 survivors are still up. I think this is the first time in the tournament we've seen 4 survivors pop against a Dream Witch. I don't know if that's true, but I'm pretty sure this is the first time 4 survivors have been able to pop that final cipher against a top Dream Witch player, specifically on Arms Factory.
I can't say anything about that, but I trust you on that one. Great job.
I don't know. Well, you know what I do know, Grizzly? This is a very good Dream Witch player. Look at the multitasking.
Yeah, that is extremely true. That is... I would not want to go against that Dream Witch. Was able to get down that? No, that's far from being over, that match. We already saw this in several matches before, where we saw Dream Witch going against the survivors late game. Look at that blink! Just bring down the... I think the seer it was. Good job. We can see the leeches are coming through again.
They got 2 people down.
Yeah, survivors are really pressured right now.
Yep, they need 2 people out in order to win this round. They've been playing very good, but the end game for a Dream Witch can be very, very difficult. Specifically on Arms Factory. That map is so small.
It is. And what we can see is that I don't see anyone opening up gates at this point. So that is just... Or am I mistaken?
No,
they're trying to get rid. Yeah. Oh, nice.
That's gonna be a good rescue.
Good job. There's no... Oh, nice blink. She had the blink ready. There was no skill for the Gravekeeper left.
This is excellent gameplay from the
These blinks right there.
Doing so well.
Just look at that. They were really able to bring down 5 cipher machines with 4 survivors up and running, and now they're in a pretty difficult situation. Look at that. We have 2 leeches right here. Good job. Good patience from Milek.
Yep. They need to at least get 1 survivor out, because if they do, one survivor out will tie this match, right? The first round?
Yeah.
So the tension is ran out. Nobody's been eliminated, but my leg is trying to take one of those shots. And now we can see that I think there's only one leech left. So now Schmitty is going to decode. Yeah. But there's going to be a second one now.
I mean, there are two. There's the main leech.
Oh! Get Schmitty before he can get out, but this is going to force the Dream Witch to commit. Oh, no, he was able to crawl out!
Seer crawled out!
Schmitty able to crawl out! That's a very important part!
And that might be... Oh. They need 2 survivors out of there. They need 2 survivors through the gate, and that might be possible. That might be extremely possible right here. Look at this. They're both at the gate. Someone will take the hit, most likely.
Look at the jukes!
Oh.
Look at the jukes!
No
look at the... Oh
way
my God!
That
Look
just
at the
happened. What?
Wow!
3-point game for B for you.
Insane! Put this forward. And Bloody Queen has readied up. And here we go for the second round of this 5-round competition. However, it is the best of 5. And we saw that KKZ was able to secure that 3-person victory last time. And so what we see is this group layout, what we refer to as group number 4, right outside of Wedden.
And we can see KKC going straight, and that is actually a really good decision because we can already see Mechanic is right there. Found the scratch marks, is most likely bringing on the doll real quick because you really don't want to have the doll on the map decoding while the Mechanic is on the chair. Fantastic job. And great job actually finding Lizflower that early. Oh, that's gonna be.
It's a beautiful juke from Lizflower.
Yeah, that's true. But that might be the first hit. Oh, actually.
Beautiful hit.
Mechanic was trying. Okay, it worked this time. Mechanic was trying to use the doll to body block to just prolong her kite right here.
Yeah, that was good from Lizflower trying to use that doll to juke, but it's going to be very difficult to get out of this area. And you know, there's a lot of philosophical differences for Mechanic. Some mechanics hold their doll, and what we're seeing is Lizflower is holding their doll. So you hold your doll to avoid the tinnitus. So if you don't put your doll down right away, you can try to save your Mechanic doll. We saw Lizflower do this on Arms Factory a few matches ago, I think yesterday, and it worked in her favor. But the problem is that by doing that strategy, if you hold your doll and you use it at the last second, to avoid that tinnitus, it also allows the hunter to take down your doll. So it is a risky move, but it is a move that can really, really pay off. And yeah, we'll see how this match continues to go. Red Church, ladies and gentlemen.
KKC really being in a strong situation right here. Bring down the Mechanic early game, bring down the Mechanic's doll, and the team knows that they have to decode. They have to concentrate on decoding right now. They are leaving the Mechanic on the chair for as long as possible. And we can see that the Gravekeeper is going into the rescue. Also have to give it to KKC, just hitting the forward across the entire map and just putting pressure on the team yet again. There we go. Great rescue. Great rescue from the Gravekeeper. But, of course, KKC is now going for the Mechanic.
Excuse me, really showing the danger of using Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper is an excellent character choice, especially with that rescue potential. And we'll see that the Mechanic is going to go down here. Lizflower, and excellent move from the Blood Queen. But again, you cannot underestimate LBM. I mean, they've shown how great their survivors are throughout this entire tournament, and I'm very excited to see how they can adapt to this, but it's going to be a very difficult situation for LBM, and let's see how KKZ able to use that mirror and predict. And good hit against that forward, and yeah, so this is going in KKZ's favor.
That is absolutely going to KKC's favor. There was a nice attempt to stun, but it turned out to be a hit on the forward. KKC really concentrating on the Gravekeeper. Gravekeeper has no skill left, no shovel left in his ability, and goes down right here. Fantastic job from KKC. Look at that. We are still at 4 Cypher machines. Perfumer is about to pop a Cypher machine, so we... Wow. That's a difficult situation for LBM.
it is a difficult situation for LBM. The other consequence of popping that cipher down is that now the Blood Queen knows most likely where that Perfumer is. And Perfumer is going to have to try to pull off a some sort of rescue. Because the forward's already injured, but let me tell you something, this is a good Perfumer, so let's see how this is going to work in their favor. They may have to rescue after half. This is going to be a very, very difficult match for LBM from this situation, but, you know, that's going to happen. Remember, Grizzly, if I may say something real quick, when you spawn on this map and you play as Mechanic like Blizzflower did, it's very unfortunate when you spawn that close to the Hunter in positions where it's very difficult to get out of. This is a group layout where the Hunter spawns by that graveyard, by Wedding, and that's literally right on top of the Mechanic. That's very difficult to get out of.
What a hit, what a hit. Just bring down the Gravekeeper right away. Good job from KKC, concentrating on the Gravekeeper right here. He is down and he can't get on the chair again, because then he's out of the game, and that's exactly what is happening right here. We can see it. Gravekeeper is the second survivor out of this match. Now we have 3 Cypher machines remaining. That is nearly impossible for 2 survivors that are both already injured to bring down 3 Cypher machines and to go through the gate. Therefore, the main strategy right now is to separate and to try to get at least 1 survivor through the dungeon.
That's going to be very difficult, though. We're talking about 3 ciphers.
Yeah.
It's going to, I mean, obviously you can try to wait for somebody to bleed out, but that's a lot of pressure on the survivors, and that should be well noted. That's a difficult thing to do, and it's very hard to execute correctly, and we'll see if LBM can do it. But hey, they did do it in round 1.
There goes the forward, trying to avoid that hit from the mirror image. Good job, good job. Again, what we can see right now is basically KKC going back and forth. Was first going for the Perfumer, is now going for the forward as soon as KKC got the forward. Or maybe even is now already transitioning back to the Perfumer. Because as soon as the Perfumer is down, she cannot get up again. Fantastic job finding her over there. Almost hitting her, but difficult spot right here. And is going to bring down the Perfumer right here. And now, what we are going to see is that the Perfumer will be on the ground while KKC is trying to find the forward. As soon as the forward is found, he can put the forward on the rocket chair, and that would decide this match for Before You with a 4 survivor elimination. And therefore, obviously, forward right now in the basement trying to find an item that helps him, for example, the syringe. Got the elbow pad, which can help.
Sees that tinnitus. Now remember, LJS was the survivor that was able to hide long enough in order to get out from that Dream Witch last round. So, although this is very, very hard and difficult to do, if anyone would be able to do it, it would be LJS. This is going to be very hard, though, with a Blood Queen. Blood Queen has a little bit more tools in their toolbox that Dream Witch doesn't in regards to this, and great elbow pad, very, very good elbow pad. And we're going to see Blood Queen go after this mirror image. They're going to look in the bottom right-hand corner, and we can see, oh, beautiful job from the forward, and now we're going to see that movement here.
It's going to be,
see that movement?
Interesting.
There we are.
Ooh. Oh,
beautiful 360 hit. Good job from LJS trying to avoid that. And we have another 4-person elimination. I shouldn't say another. This is actually the first one from KKZ in this series. And that's a 4-person elimination. And that's, remember, now Before You only needs to get 1 survivor out. And sometimes Before You will switch up their strategies based on that. And so that puts a lot of pressure off of the survivors one day, because
dude, I wish you could meet them.
They did an incredible job with you.
That's, yeah, thanks, Mark.
I'm not asking you your opinion about yourself. I'm literally telling you that they did a good job for you. This isn't a debate. Anyways, thank you. This is position group number 2, a little bit outside of graveyard, and we're going to see how this works because there's 2 survivors who spawn right in front of her. But we see that she's moving towards this side of the map, which so happens to have another 2 survivors, and it's going to depend on the rotation. You see that my leg has a different strategy from the mechanic from the last round. He drops that doll immediately, or not immediately, but pretty quickly. So he separates himself from the doll. So even if my leg goes down, that doll is still going to stay up. So mechanic realizes, okay, I'm unlucky. This hunter is right on top of me, but I need to save my doll. And that's the difference in the sort of strategies between the 2. And remember, there's not much you can do as a mechanic. I would honestly say, before you're going to talk, Grizzly, that the mechanic was fortunate by that spawn point more than the mechanic of LBM. Because when LBM spawned in that location last round, that's very difficult for a mechanic to get out. So we need to be honest about that.
Agreed. I was about to mention that as well. I was saying that it is another great match where you can see that the Bloody Queen is finding the mechanic early game, but this time mechanic, as you already said, mechanic was able to put down that doll and can now utilize that doll even if my leg is already on the chair. And that is a huge advantage for the survivors right here, because they still have another character on the field, they still have another character that is decoding. And what we can see is that LBM's hunter is just putting the mechanic right on this chair, which is a fantastic... Oh, I saw the forward was dashing in as well, which is a fantastic chair, because there is a cipher machine right behind it, and that is going to stop the decoding on that cipher machine. Nice blink, trying to hit. Okay, not concentrating on the forward at this point, going for the mechanic. Good job. You can also see there's already one cipher machine decoded.
No, that's not fully true. The Bloody Queen actually did try to hit the forward. The forward's using his football because he knows that he cannot afford to go down as well as the mechanic. So the football is purposely using all of his football to make sure that this isn't a double down, and he's going to have to maybe use his football right here. And that's what he's trying to prevent. And I think he ran out of football there. There wasn't anything else he could do. He ran out of football. And they're down to 3 ciphers right there. And now this is going to put them in a little bit of a bind.
Still a good job from the survivor side as well as from the hunter side. We can see that I think Schmitty, who is the Gravekeeper, was about to... I think that cipher machine inside the shack is primed at this point.
Ooh, good eye. I'm not able to tell. Let's see how Schmitty can do his rescue. He needs to get a rescue here. Cannot afford a terror shock.
You're seeing the forward transitioning over.
Beautiful discipline from Schmitty.
Look at that.
Good job trying to keep that mechanic alive. He's got to be careful about that mirror strategy, though. I'm not sure if taking that other hit was good, but hey, it's working out right now. So they're down to 1 cipher.
Look at that. It's prime. It's prime. It's a prime cipher machine in the check right now.
Survivor out. Wow, beautiful.
Wow. There comes the stare. Let's go. Fantastic job from the survivors. Ooh, you love to see it. You love to see it. We had the forward going in to prime the cipher machine at the wedding area. We can see that the perfumer is already opening up the gate. Again, LBM needs to get out 4 survivors, needs to eliminate 4 survivors to tie round number 2. But at this point, it seems almost impossible. Look at that. I think... No. Wait, did I miss that? Didn't someone just hide in the locker? Yeah, someone hid it. Oh, dude, it's the doll too. It's the doll. Alright. Great job confusing the hunter a little bit right here. Again, LBM had to get 4 survivors out of the match, and since the Gravekeeper already left, that is something that is impossible. So therefore, round number 2 at this point is going to be for you. LBM still trying to figure out where the rest of the survivors are. But we can see Ford is out of the game. Mechanic is the only one left. I think LBM might be.
Let's see what My Leg can pull off over here. My Leg is a very fierce competitor. Let's see where My Leg goes. He's gonna hop over here. This is a good move from the Blood Queen, pushing him off out of here. And unfortunately, or at least for My Leg, the dungeon is not in any of these locations. So 2 of the 3 spots that My Leg could have escaped
might be able to get. Still might be able to get there.
Able to. Do you think
he's making his way?
Yeah, but I think the mirror is up.
Yeah.
Let's see what My Leg's able to do here. They got teleport. My Leg is injured. Let's see this sort of. Look at My Leg. Just hanging in that corner. Let's see what this Blood Queen can do. This is a chess piece match. There we go.
Look at the patience.
Blood Queen's waiting for the mirror.
It's up in 3 seconds. It's up in 3 seconds. And there we go. Terror Truck.
Wait, is he gonna be able to crawl? Is he gonna be able to get?
What?
Oh, they got the form there! Wow, amazing job from My Leg, and great job from the Blood Queen, trying to wait for the mirror to come to use that to their advantage. LBM is caught off guard. That's the hope. Now remember something. In Koa 2, we saw a 4-person elimination by Geisha in Leo's memory because they were able to, kind of catch the opponents off guard with this selection. And even if LBM is able to do well, you also have to worry about other maps that also Sprinter is familiar with. And this is actually map group layout number 8. There are 9 layouts for the Hunter and Survivors. Very difficult. And so you try to throw the enemy team off by memorizing these routes. I want you to know something, Grizzly. To memorize these routes takes hundreds of matches. Hundreds. To truly understand the positioning of every single survivor and every single hunter when there's 9 different spawns with not too many choke points. Oh, so close. Good job from the Gravekeeper. Good job from the Gravekeeper. He was able to accurately predict that.
Yeah, really, really good job. And I believe you. I totally believe you. It takes at least hundreds, if not even thousands of matches to get all of these down. And what we can see right here, both teams definitely have these hundreds and thousands of matches down, and they know exactly where to go, what to do. And good job from the Gravekeeper, but we also have to say, Sprinter coming through with the Foggy Blade hits twice in a row. Fantastic job. And now is having the Gravekeeper.
So you see what Bolin is right now? I don't want to interrupt you, but I actually want to say, oh wow, beautiful Foggy Blade. So where Bolin is right now is where the steps are going to end after the adjustment of this. So that's where the steps are going to end. So all of that other steps is going to be nerfed. It's going to be removed. And then if Sprinter looks around, behind Sprinter will be another pallet. I'm waiting for it. Hold on. He's looking at the ciphers. Not right there. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to see it. So he's going to try to block Liz Flower off. Liz Flower can't... oh, wait. Oh, squeezes through. Good job, Liz Flower.
Good job taking it as well.
This flare is going to be important.
And...
oh, boys, the flare gun!
Against the railing right there. Ooh, bringing down this flower right there, and now going for the Gravekeeper again. That was an amazing... oh! Foggy Blade is coming through yet again. That is putting the Gravekeeper on the chair for the second time. Fantastic job from Sprinter. Wow. Can see that the mechanic is decoding fast. We are down to 3 cipher machines already. But that is putting pressure on the Survivor team.
Yep.
I have to say, Sprinter's Foggy Blades so far have been really, really on point. He's using the Foggy Blade to get a little bit of a speed boost. So he's really confident in them just leaving the Grave Digger on Grave Keeper on the chair, and there you go. Grave Keeper is also out of the game.
Excellent.
Missed
from
the foggy blade
there.
Yeah. Rescuing the coordinator. Look at that. Down to one Cypher machine. There comes it on the
LBM's doing a good job at getting these ciphers down for sure.
Oh, look at that. 87% on the Cypher machine right there. But we now have the coordinator on the chair, or at least... Oh, not the coordinator, I'm sorry.
He switched to abnormal.
Yeah, good job.
Now it's going to be an interesting strategy late game because there's going to be no teleport. So really what's going to come down to is how much can you shut these survivors down, and how much has the hunters from LBM practiced Leo's Memory. Leo's Memory is a map that's often forgotten. And a lot of survivors don't practice this map, a lot of teams, because they're focused on the Sacred Heart, they're focused on the Moonlit, they're focused on the Arms Factory. And we'll see how that pays off.
Wow.
Yeah, beautiful move. Beautiful move from the mechanic, getting that rescue in time. And so now he's going to focus over here on this cipher because this abnormal is about a little bit over halfway up. Takes down this. The mechanic is down. And now Ripper needs to try to make a prediction. Do you chase after Liz Flower in this corner, or do you think that they're going to go back to the cipher that they were initially decoding? So that was a good strategy from the Ripper to switch over to abnormal.
Good job utilizing an elbow pad right there. Was not expecting that, and the Hunter neither. Was able to get a little bit of distance in between. Oh, that's a difficult spot. That's a
beautiful job from Liz Flower. That's very difficult.
Yeah, great job dodging that, and we can see that they're healing up right there. But Sprinter already on their tail.
Oh, came so close.
Hit. Yeah, good job.
It hit the person who was, I think, throwing down the pallet, but came very close to hitting the Perfumer. They're gonna hop this window though, and that's a good move using the Perfume. You're gonna force the Ripper to stay around. Excellent discipline from the Perfumer. And they're at that one cipher right now, and Sprinter needs to make sure that he doesn't get too distracted from trying to get somebody down. Beautiful juke from the Perfumer.
Wow.
He's gonna go back to that cipher now. Good discipline from the Hunter, knowing that they need to move out. But you can see the excellent communication from LBM, letting them know, hey, Ripper's leaving me. And it allows LJS to move away. But again, that abnormal is going to buy a whole bunch of time. And he's going to go back to the cipher over to here, make sure that no one's over there. And he's really doing a lot of control on these ciphers.
Oh, look at that. He's actually going back to the third cipher machine. And he sees the mechanic is there. We have the other two survivors healing up, though. We have the other two. Oh,
by basement, though. By basement. You have a Perfumer and a coordinator. That's going to be very difficult to get any sort of rescue up. And remember, you practiced this map a couple hundred times. You know those cipher locations, you know. And these three are relatively close to each other. So it's very difficult for a lot of teams to adjust on this map. I mean, again, 9 different spawn points. That's very difficult for the survivor. In my humble opinion, it's easier for a Hunter to remember the spawn points, but this is usually considered a survivor-based map, and that's why it's also going to be adjusted soon.
Alright, I was curious to see where the Perfumer was. I was kind of losing sight of the Perfumer, but she was circling around and is actually able to rescue the mechanic before the halfway mark hits. Now we're gonna see what they can do. Again, we probably have, you can see coordinator is on the cipher machine, 75%. That means Liz Flower should be able to prime the cipher machine while mechanic is going down into the basement, and I think Perfumer is attempting the last rescue of the mechanic. There we go, cipher machine primed.
LBM's doing a great job at adjusting to this for sure. Oh, gets the hip.
Nice
Beautiful Perfume. Here's the problem now, though. I don't think that there's no tide turner, so he's gonna
Oh,
drop
that's
down
gonna
and
be-
try to swing.
Oh, that's gonna be dangerous. Might
There we
be a
go.
possible
Get
2
them
survivor down. Cypher pop is happening, but
Yep.
Forcing
Mechanic's
the
gonna
mechanic
run
down
all the
here.
way down here. And that's a good move
Ooh.
from the mechanic. Beautiful juke.
wow.
Now remember, they've already switched from abnormal, so there's no teleport option. So this Ripper really needs to try to get to that location immediately.
Mechanic is out of the game. That's so far we have 2 survivors out of the game. They are trying to opening up the gate. I'm not sure how far they are. We have the Foggy Blade ready, which he's swinging at right now, taking the hit, and the gate is
Oh,
open.
and they just get away. Good
Wow.
job from LBM.
Fantastic match, making this a tie. Just blocking the Foggy Blade on the exit gate, allowing the other survivor to opening up the gate just in time. Roland decides to go in for the Soul Weaver. That is something that I'm extremely excited about because Soul Weaver, extremely dangerous hunter since the very first season. I wish Bruce Wayne
Definitely.
was here.
I am
Say
here,
something
and
about the
so
layout.
what we're going to see, this is going to be group layout number 4. We call this a Moongate spawn, and so this actually is very favorable for the hunter. When you spawn at Moongate spawn, there are 3 survivors who spawn over here in this corner, and it's all about rotation, and Paul Blooms is going to rotate immediately in the factory, and you can see Schmitty immediately rotating out of factory.
Great job, great job. And what Roland really wants to do right here is he wants to find the mechanic, so he's looking around. Oh, saw problems right there.
Yeah, well, the thing here, though, is that Spider's doing the right thing. They're allowing their thread to heal up. That's why it's called thread holding, I'm sorry. And beautiful job from Schmitty making sure that he gets that dig down. But remember, Roland is a very good hunter. He's been in this game for a very, very long time. And he's being very, very disciplined with how he uses his webs. He's not wasting them. He knows that Schmitty is just going to relocate out of this area. So Roland's doing a good job waiting to use these webs, and that's what he's going to do. And he's going to hit him, and he's going to throw this pallet down. And Schmitty, now
Ooh,
beautiful
nice
blink
move.
from Roland. But Schmitty also knows, I need to get out of this area because the webs are already being used. And Schmitty needs to try to start digging. He's going to throw this pallet down, and he's going to... Oh, does not get the dig. Beautiful job from Roland, preventing Schmitty from digging.
Really, really good job. And
Excellent
Roland,
job from Roland.
again, Roland wants to get that victory in this match. And what we can see right here is still 5 Cypher machines up. And he's just doing a fantastic job. Oh, there comes Batroll, the forward, preparing himself for a rescue. I think Roland saw that. Yeah, there we go. He's coming the stun. And dashing right through. Is it enough time? Is it enough time? It's not enough time to rescue right away. Oh! Baited the chariot. Good job. Gravekeeper taking the hit. What
And
a
now
rescue.
forward. Yep, and now forward wasn't trying to stun. He was trying to get over to the rocket chair in time, because remember, this is a big map, and there's no point in trying to do an unnecessary stun that puts you in danger. So now Gravekeeper is going to stay over here, and we see that the forward, that was a good save from the forward, but very good from Roland, and we're going to see if he has the ability to put Schmitty into the basement.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I would say that was probably a miscalculation on Schmitty's end over there, and you know, I have no problem saying that because I love Schmitty. Because going over towards the basement, you should relocate to the other side, and sometimes that miscommunication can really cause you, once you're in that basement, that's a very difficult rescue. But they are at 1 Cypher, and what I can see is that Gravekeeper does have 1 dig left.
Ooh,
And gets the hit and the
dangerous
follow-up
hit.
on the my leg.
Wow. That was an extremely dangerous hit. And putting
Good job
the
from
second
Roland.
survivor. Yeah, really good job. Putting the second survivor into the basement and denying the rescue, which means Gravekeeper is now out of the game. But look at the Cypher machine. We are down to 1 Cypher machine, and in the bottom left we can see that the Perfumer is about to prime that 1 Cypher machine.
Yep, and what they're going to try to do, they're going to try to escape from this area, but Roland's going to come up here and try to drop down.
Ooh,
And that was a good, yep, you got to be careful over here.
Oh,
Gets the mechanic down. Gets both of them down.
Oh, Cypher Pop is happening, but my leg was picked up before the Cypher Pop happened. Ooh, what a timing.
We see that blink is still being used. Beautiful job from Roland. They really need a victory here. Excellent job from Roland, showing how dangerous of a hunter he really can be. He's in really good position here to pull off a 3-person elimination, which will be LBM's first victory of this sort of matchup between the two.
Perfumer is leaving, and that basically decides this round as well as, this match as well as this round for LBM.
Good job from LBM being able to get that first victory for the tournament's sake, and that was great execution from Roland, showing why Roland is one of the best hunters in this entire tournament. Look at that, you got 11 strikes to play out.
There we go, we can see we have another Ripper gameplay.
And here we go. We are going to go on Moonlit River. I can't even remember the number. It's like 4, something like that. I don't know. All I know is they're going to 10. There's somebody that spawns at the Cypher Bridge and somebody at 10. I'm tired. And here we are. We'll see where Ripper is able to locate. I think Ripper is going to choose teleport just in case, which is going to make it easier for survivors to try and hide.
But is it going to work? We can see Lizflower was right behind the tent, and it seems like the Ripper got now seeing Lizflower right there. Got its first target. It actually is the Acrobat, who can pull off a really, really good kite. But on the other side,
this is a difficult area. You want to be by the first stop and fourth stop as Acrobat too.
Oh, nice. Good job getting away from that foggy blade. And again, you have to ask yourself. Ooh, nice.
Beautiful charge attack.
You have to ask yourself, who are you going for first? All of these survivors are extremely good at kiting and can just give the team a lot of time. Look at that. Foggy blade. Oh,
so close.
Extremely close.
Good job from Lizflower.
Now we can see Sprinter is seeing the Perfumer right here. Seems like Acrobat is getting healed. They're really trying to... Oh, look at that patience. That's... Oh, that did not hit. Good job. LBM just really trying to get some distance between themselves and Sprinter the Hunter. There comes the wall. She's going back into that area. That is a really good kiting area. We have a lot of pellets where you can go around, but keep in mind, there is the Foggy Blade. It's going around.
Let's see how Perfumer uses this area to their advantage. Gotta be careful about that. Look at the discipline. Beautiful Perfume.
That was just perfectly timed, really buying her more time to transition into the building.
Yeah, the personas build up a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. What a great kite so far from the Perfumer. Just really allowing, oh look at that, forcing the Ripper to stay up there until the Perfume disappears, buying more time for her to transition yet again, and just giving the team so much time. They're down to 3 Cypher machines. We can see the forward is decoding on the bridge. We now have Sprinter going for the Gravekeeper, switching switching his targets, that is extremely good for LBM, but also putting pressure on the Cypher machines. There we go, switching targets again, going this time for the Acrobat yet again, who got healed, and therefore Listflower could potentially take another hit. But gotta be careful with the Foggy Blade.
Beautiful Foggy Blade.
Very good job predicting where the Acrobat was.
Good.
Look at
Fireball.
That Cypher machine was almost primed. That is so good for Sprinter that he teleported there and it's just slowing down the decoding speed. There are still 2 Cypher machines and that one Cypher machine is almost about to pop.
Forces the forward to use his football. So now he can pick up Listflower and put him on the rocket chair. Expect him to look back, expecting that stun, but I don't think that forward, yeah, forward's got good discipline. Is gonna go for an immediate rescue.
Are they going to pop that one? That one is almost ready. That one is almost ready, but they still need another one. Ooh, is taking the last effort. Yeah, taking that tide turner to just prime that Cypher machine right here. With now the Perfumer coming in. Oh, we can see the Gravekeeper also. Oh, I did not see that Cypher pop is happening.
Yeah, they popped all the Cyphers.
What a coordination, what a timing on these Cypher machines. Great discipline, great match from LBM right here. We now have 4 survivors up and running late game while all 5 Cypher machines have been decoded. Acrobat is just trying to buy more time. Good job so far. You can see 3 survivors are transitioning over to the exit gate on the other side of the map. Teleport is ready though. Pay attention, teleport is ready. The exit gate is open, but there might be a chance to utilize teleport to his advantage.
Surprised he's not going to use teleport here.
Using it right now, and there we go.
Yeah,
oh, we have the forward though. Forward.
Oh, did he get the forward down?
Yeah,
wow.
he got the forward.
Is he going to be able to pull off a tie after this match?
Wow, he's even trying. Oh, but that's not.
No,
yeah.
he's going to put him in a rocket chair. The fact that he was able to pull off a tie is absolutely remarkable. Wow. Good job from LBM. LBM did such a good job that round.
That was a phenomenal match from LBM's side. We are clearly seeing a comeback from LBM's side. Survivors were able to get 2 survivors out of there.
Phenomenal, remarkable job. I have been able to become friends with you all. You are extremely reasonable, professional, great individuals, and we have been privileged to work with you as the tournament organizers. Don't worry about Game and Grizzly. Don't worry, I'll carry this. And here we go. I don't even remember the group layouts. It's like 5 or 4 or 3 or 2 or so. I don't even remember. And here we go. Grizzly, can you please talk? And here we see that no, that's all right. We see the gamekeeper moving towards the forward. The forward is trying to put as much distance as he can to distract the gamekeeper, but he is rotating into another survivor, so we'll see how this plays out.
Oh,
wow,
what a hook right there. What a hook. Getting the forward back, hitting the forward. That's the first hit of the game, quite early in the game. Let's see. All right, that only makes sense. Just getting distance between himself and Roland. Ooh, that's gonna be an interesting chase.
That was an amazing hook, though.
Oh,
he's gonna get the forward down. Wow.
Fantastic.
That was absolutely amazing from the gamekeeper, and we might get him in the basement.
Wow, that is so good. We are seeing LBM really coming back. And look at that. You have the forward. Again, if you look at the survivors, you have Gravekeeper, you have Coordinator, you have First Officer, you have Forward. No matter which survivor you find first, it's always difficult to go for them. But that hook from Roland really ending the kite from the forward extremely fast. Now we gotta see what the survivors are doing.
From the gamekeeper. Excellent gameplay from the gamekeeper.
And we're gonna see that before you is really concentrating on decoding, they're gonna leave the forward in the basement for quite some time, but they most likely gonna rescue before he's going off out of the game. At least that's what I think. Yeah, there we go.
I don't think they're not gonna go. They're not gonna go for a rescue, but Roland understands that.
Ooh.
So they're not gonna go for a rescue because they're doing their best to try to decode down. They're actually gonna fight for a tie. Remember, they're at 3 ciphers now, and you know, we have a first officer now. And good job from my leg doing that zigzag sort of transitional movement. And again, Roland did a great job at shutting down a forward.
And that is hitting again. Fantastic job. What a dude. What precision with the hook right here.
Right.
Gonna give him a little bit of a
He's gonna use that. He's gonna use that pocket watch, and yeah, hopefully buy another 30-40 seconds. We'll see what my leg can do, and that's very difficult for a gamekeeper to predict that sort of movement. So gamekeeper is doing the best that he can with that in regards to that area. Schmitty immediately goes in for the dig. He's got to be careful for the hook. He gets the regular attack. He's got to be careful for that hook though. And now he might go back towards my leg. My leg may try to transition to that cipher, but gamekeeper really paying close attention to this area.
Really good job from Roland, just scaring off Schmitty. Schmitty on the other cipher machine though, and starting to decode right there. We have 2 survivors decoding cipher machines, and as you already mentioned, we might see the first officer transitioning in. He's searching an item box, he's trying to heal himself up. He has no pocket watch left. Good job from the Gravekeeper right here. Gravekeeper
they're
versus
at 1
Gamekeeper.
cipher, so Gamekeeper versus Gravekeeper.
That's your nightmare, isn't it?
Trying to say it as an MC. Beautiful blink right there. And he's going to transition to that teleport, so they need to be careful. Schmitty's going to run in the wide open. That's an interesting strategy to run this way instead of in 2-story. So we'll see if this pays off.
He
can try to pull up that. Oh, wow. It's going to be very difficult for Gravekeeper. He's got to be careful for the hook.
Present. Good job. Is the Cipher Machine primed? I don't think so. It seems like it's not. There we go. Gravekeeper is not on the balloons, but on the shoulders of the Gamekeeper. And keep in mind that the Gamekeeper has maximum presence. So that means if he's hooking someone, there we go. He's giving damage to that.
Are they going to use the flare? Oh, wait. This coordinator still has flare gun. Beautiful stun.
Ooh.
They get this. If they get a tie, that's tournament over, right?
That's not true, because then we could still see LBM coming back in round number 5.
Yeah, that's right. If they tie, there'll be match 5. That's right. Okay, thank you for the clarification. We'll see what Schmitty can do over here. Right. Thank you for counting the 5.
All right, let's see what is Schmitty able to escape the hook. He's not. We have the detention coming through. Gravekeeper is down. Again, if we are seeing the tie, we're gonna jump into round number 5, and it pretty much seems like that is what we can expect, because first officer coordinator is out of the game. That is a tie for round number 4. If LBM, alright, I want to explain this real quick. We have a tie right now. That means LBM is having 1 point at the moment, and before you is having 2 points at the moment. We are jumping into round number 5. LBM needs to win round number 5. And even if they're able to win round number 5, we still have to count the points, what I am not going to do right now. But they need to win. Even if we are seeing a tie during the round number 5, this would be the victory for before.